What's up, guys? This is my second attempt at making this. I was coughing way too much in that first one, and I think I got it out my system right now. So, just real quick, I wanted to go over the two the 214 UFC, just the main card of my predictions, and I messed up too. I was talking about how all five of these fights could be the main card. That sounded dumb as shit. I meant to say all five of these fights could damn well be. Excuse me. All five of these fights could be main events, man. This is insane, dude. Like, this is some shit that a diehard UFC fan would definitely pay the what is it, $60 for this shit? But nah, man, I'm still gonna find a way to get this shit for free. But yeah, real quick, man, I just want to go over the card, starting with the first one. The first one, I'm not so sure on it, man. I don't really know Volkan too that well. So all I know is that he's undefeated in the UFC, but he only has like three fights. So I think they're all knockouts. I'm sorry. By the way, guys, you guys can comment, or please comment, and let me know your opinions. Correct me on anything. What you think on my opinions? I'm not high, by the way. I'm just really sick. So yeah, just let me know what you think, cause I think I got this shit to a T. And I'm gonna call it, man. I really think everything I'm about to say is going to be correct. But for this one, the first fight, I'm gonna have to go with Jimmy Manawa. Um, just off of his highlight reel, man. Just seeing him touch people with that left hand, they die. They go stiff. It's over, man. I don't understand it. It's crazy seeing fucking 215 pounders just die off a little slap that he throws. It's amazing, man. But yeah, I'm gonna say Jimmy Manawa knockout. Either knockout third round or a decision. I'm leaning towards decision more. So moving on, Robbie Lawler versus Donald Cerrone. This is probably the hardest one to call. This is probably the hardest fight to call on this main card here. At first, I'm so sorry. At first, I was gonna go with Donald Cerrone, just because Donald Cerrone's a bad motherfucker, you know. But I was gonna go with Donald Cerrone back when the fight was scheduled for 213, but then I realized he fucking pulled his groin, and that just leaves a bad taste in my mouth, man. I'm just worried on how effective he's gonna be in the fight, if that's gonna hinder any injuries or anything. So Robbie Lawler's had a really long break, and he knows what he's doing, man, and he hasn't taken much damage in his career. So I gotta hand it to Robbie Lawler, man. I say Robbie Lawler knockout second round. I'm putting my money on that. But then again, it's fucking Donald Cerrone, bad motherfucker. So we don't know, but I'm leaning towards Robbie Lawler. Chris Cyborg versus Tanya Finger. Well, after a long analyzation of this, Chris Cyborg is going to win. Knockout. First round. Moving on. Sorry. Moving on. This is. A lot of people would say this is a hard one, but I don't really know. I'm pretty confident on Tyron Woodley winning this one. I feel like Demian Maia, yes, his jiu-jitsu is good, but I think he's gonna have a really hard time getting Woodley to the ground, just like he did with Anderson Silva. And Woodley's a strong guy, man. His wrestling is phenomenal, and I really think he's gonna just sprawl and brawl it, man. I think he's just gonna he's got the dynamite in his hands in this one, And Demian Maia's stand-up is not too impressive compared to his jiu-jitsu. So Demian Maia really needs to bring this to the ground, but that's obvious. Everyone already knows that. So, and after seeing what he did with Wonder Boy, and just hanging in there, and he clearly won that second fight, man. So I'm gonna have to give this one to Woodley, and I'm gonna make it a decision. I think this fight's actually gonna be kind of boring. I really do. I think these two are gonna play it very smart, and not too much is gonna happen. So, like I said, Tyron Woodley will defend his title. Moving on. Daniel Cormier versus John Jones. All right. I'm 80% confident that John Jones is gonna win this one. I got a lot of reasons to this one. I know this one looks kind of like iffy, and they're really hyping it up to make it look like a close match, but I think Daniel Cormier is too old. I really do, and after he had trouble cutting the weight to 205 against Anthony Johnson. I remember after that fight, he said that would be his last fight at the light heavyweight division. And he's just coming back to fight John Jones. I don't think anyone remembers him saying that he wanted that to be his last fight. Excuse me, I'm gonna drink some water here. All right, as I was saying, um, yeah. So that's one reason. The weight cut's been really hard for him as he's getting older. He doesn't seem like fully committed and has as much to lose compared to John Jones. John Jones looks like he's getting in his prime and he's not on the drugs. He's living life clean. But I still have that theory. God damn it. I still have that theory. I'm sorry, guys. Fucking annoying ass friends. No, I'm joking. This is a flow show. But, I'm so sidetracked. I'm so sorry, guys. So, as I was saying, I still have this theory that John Jones, um, needs the cocaine to be great after that OSP fight. You know, it wasn't a spectacular fight. He still won, but I don't. I wonder about the future of John Jones after this. You know, is he is he gonna continue going on a tear? We'll have to see. But another thing about DC, why I think he's gonna lose, is he beat Anthony Johnson the second time, but it wasn't as impressive because Anthony Johnson was already set on retiring. And he had just the wackest game plan, man. I really think Anthony Johnson could have beat him. He just he just didn't have his heart in it. And also, he didn't finish Anderson Silva. Anderson Silva took this fight on 2 days' notice, and DC had this full training camp and everything. And Anderson Silva came in at like 8 pounds underweight, and Anderson still rocked him with a body kick in the third round. If Anderson Silva can do that, an old Anderson Silva, I'm not trying to say there's nothing, Anderson Silva sucks. He's definitely the greatest of all time, but he's old now. You just gotta accept that. He's not the same person anymore, and that person still put DC in danger with a body kick like that, and like went the full 3 rounds. That really just makes me question DC if he's really that good. Sometimes I like to think it was just like a respect thing or something, but yeah. Anyways, I feel like I'm kind of rambling here, giving too many reasons, but basically, let's recap here. I said John Jones is going to win this. I'm 80% sure on that one. Tyron Woodley will defend his belt. Chris Cyborg, no fucking question about it. I don't want to talk about this. It's going to be crazy, though. Robbie Lawler and Jimmy Manawa. And, I guess just real quick, I'll go through this. I don't know. I'll go with Jason Knight on this one. I gotta go with Sterling on this one. honestly don't know too much about these guys. I think I've seen Brian Ortega before, so man, they're both undefeated. I'll go with Brian Ortega. I don't know, whatever. I'm Calvin Gatter. I've seen her before. She's okay, but well, she's going against someone who's 6-0. I'll go with you. Shit, he's on the Ultimate Fighter. He's pretty good. I'm gonna have to go with Eric Sheldon. And don't know these guys. Okay, I'm gonna end this video. So thanks, guys. Let me know what you think. If you got any other, or if you agree with me, or if you disagree, let me know in the comments. I'm sorry I keep coughing. I'm really sick. Been trying to get this out. I didn't really want to do it, but you know, it's 1 week before the fight, so I just thought I'd rush it out there. And you know, if you made it to this video, you are deep in your research. So thanks, guys. Let me know.